Hello everyone. Welcome to Broken to Bold. Betrayed by her charming boyfriend, Arya meticulously plans and executes a calculated revenge, exposing his lies and reclaiming her strength, dignity, and freedom. Let's start to the story. Please follow my Chanel. College days and first sparks. Arya Wells had always been cautious with her heart. She trusted few people, but Damian Cole seemed different. From the moment he smiled at her in the university library, something inside her softened. He wasn't just handsome, though he certainly was, but there was a charm in his voice, a confidence in his posture that drew people in effortlessly. He helped her with books, held doors, and shared notes from lectures she had missed. Arya found herself laughing more around him, feeling lighter than she had in years. Conversations that had once been awkward turned into long walks after class, coffees at small cafes, and quiet evenings studying together in corners of the library. She told herself, "This feels like it's meant to be. I can trust him." Damian, for his part, noticed her attentiveness. He watched the way she would tilt her head while concentrating, the small smile she gave when something amused her. She trusted him completely, and he knew it. Scene 2, the illusion of perfection. For 2 years, their relationship seemed perfect. Arya introduced him to Mila, her best friend, and Damian played the role of the charming, attentive boyfriend flawlessly. He would leave small notes in her bag. "Hope your day is as beautiful as your smile." He would bring coffee exactly the way she liked it, with just the right amount of cream. Arya's friends were jealous. Her family admired Damian and Arya. She believed every word, every gesture, every smile. But sometimes, late at night, when she lay awake, she noticed Damian's phone buzz silently on his bedside table. She never looked. She trusted him. "Why would I doubt him?" she would whisper to herself. Little did she know, the very device she ignored held secrets that would soon destroy her world. Scene 3, the rainy night that changed everything. It was a Thursday evening when Arya's life began to unravel. The rain was relentless, pounding the city's streets, sending streams of water down sidewalks. Arya had been at her night shift, exhausted and soaked through, clutching her umbrella and her laptop bag. As she walked past Damian's apartment, she noticed the glow of lights in his living room. Through the faintly drawn curtains, she saw movement, a laugh, a voice she didn't recognize. Curiosity, that dangerous little spark, pulled her closer. "Maybe it's just a friend," she thought, hoping to soothe the sudden pang of doubt in her chest. Through the half-open balcony door, she saw him, Damian, kissing another girl. Not casually, not awkwardly, but intimately. Arya's chest tightened, her heart slammed against her ribs, and the world seemed to tilt. Her umbrella slipped from her hand, hitting the pavement with a loud clatter. Damian turned, sensing something, but Arya had already ducked behind the corner. Her mind raced. No, this can't be real. He wouldn't. But the images burned into her mind. His lips on hers, his hands touching her. The way he laughed at her name, though it wasn't hers. For the first time, Arya felt a strange, chilling clarity. Love, trust, loyalty, none of it mattered to him. He had only ever played her. Scene for Heartbreak and the first sparks of fury. Arya walked home, soaked, shivering, and trembling not from the cold, but from anger and disbelief. She replayed the scene over and over in her mind. Her hands shook as she texted Mila. I saw him. He's with someone else." Mila's reply was instant. "We'll fix this. Don't act rashly. Let's watch and plan." Arya realized then that her world had shifted. The girl she had been, soft, trusting, loyal, was gone. In her place stood someone angry, observant, and meticulous. She remembered all the small things Damian had said about other girls. Jokes, comments, hidden looks. Each memory now cut sharper than the rain outside. That night, Arya sat in her small apartment, laptop open, tea steaming beside her, plotting. She wasn't going to confront him, not yet. Not until she had everything. Scene 5, planning the revenge. Over the next few days, Arya began her silent investigation. She asked Mila for help. Her best friend was loyal and tech-savvy. Together, they found Damien's hidden second phone, screenshotted flirtatious messages to multiple girls, collected photos of secret meets and dinners, noted financial dealings and manipulations Damien had performed for personal gain. Every piece of evidence was meticulously labeled, organized, and stored. Arya spent nights thinking about strategy, replaying conversations in her mind, imagining scenarios where Damien would finally realize that his control over her was over. Through it all, she kept her calm. She smiled when she interacted with Damien, hiding the storm brewing inside her. She had learned something crucial. Patience was more dangerous than anger. Scene 6. Damien notices a change. Damien, oblivious to Arya's investigation, began to feel uneasy. She no longer reacted the way he expected. She no longer laughed at his jokes like before. "Why are you acting strange?" he asked one evening, frowning. Arya looked at him with calm, unwavering eyes. "I'm learning," she said softly. "Learning what?" he demanded. "How people truly are," she replied. The first seed of doubt had been planted in Damien's mind. For the first time, he realized he didn't fully control her, and that realization made him uncomfortable. Scene 7. The calm before the storm. Arya spent the next few weeks preparing. Every day, every interaction, every smile was carefully calculated. She gathered more evidence, mapped out his social connections, and waited for the right moment. She and Mila would sit in her room at night, reviewing the material, Damien's arrogance, his lies, his betrayals all catalogued. Arya would occasionally smile faintly, a cold, strategic smile. "He will regret this," she whispered. "Not because I hurt him, but because he never saw it coming." Scene 1. The first moves. Arya had transformed completely. The girl who had once been trusting and innocent was gone. In her place stood someone calm, patient, and precise. She didn't act rashly. Every action was strategic, measured. Her first moves were subtle, designed to destabilize Damien without revealing herself. She began by planting tiny hints to his friends. A casual mention of Damien's flirtations, a hint of dishonesty. Friends whispered behind his back. Damien noticed the change in their behavior, but couldn't understand why. Next, Arya created small, anonymous social media posts, exposing just enough of Damien's arrogance and lies to raise suspicion. Among his acquaintances, Damien's confident facade began to crack. He confronted her one evening. "What's going on with you?" "I'm just learning," Arya said, voice steady, eyes unwavering. "What are you learning?" he demanded. "That people are not always what they seem," she replied softly. For the first time, Damien felt fear, not the playful, teasing fear he used to instill in others, but genuine, creeping dread. Seen to setting the trap, Arya decided it was time to escalate. She orchestrated a fake event, supposedly hosted by Damien, promising gifts and private meetups to multiple girls he had been flirting with. The night arrived. Damien, confident and unaware, walked into the venue expecting admiration and excitement. Instead, he was met with silence. The girls ignored him, whispers spread, and the atmosphere shifted. His charm failed him spectacularly. From a safe distance, Arya watched every moment. She didn't smile openly, she didn't need to. Her calm observation amplified the humiliation Damien felt. Every confused glance he threw around the room tightened the grip of satisfaction in her chest. This was revenge in motion, silent and unstoppable. Scene 3. Damien's desperation. Damien panicked. His friends began avoiding him. Mutual acquaintances questioned his behavior. He confronted Arya angrily. "What have you done?" "I didn't do anything," she said softly. "You did this to yourself," she replied, her voice calm, almost cold. He tried manipulation, charm, lies, and intimidation, but every attempt backfired. Arya noticed every misstep, catalogued every reaction, and waited. Damien's arrogance which once made him untouchable, was now the very weapon she used against him. Scene 4, gathering the final evidence. Arya had one last weapon, a compiled dossier of Damien's betrayals, including texts and messages to multiple girls, videos showing his mockery and manipulation, financial deceit and personal frauds. Any evidence that showed his arrogance and lies. Mila helped her organize everything. It wasn't just revenge. Dismantling of Damien's carefully curated life. Arya ensured the dossier reached Damien's closest friends, family members, carefully selected social media accounts. The effect was immediate. Damien's lies were public. His arrogance was exposed. His reputation crumbled like a sandcastle under crashing waves. Scene 5. Damien's collapse. Within days, Damien's life had shifted drastically. Friends no longer trusted him. Girls avoided him. Family members questioned his honesty. He tried desperately to regain control. Calls, texts, confrontations, but no one believed him. His once charming demeanor, which had enthralled so many, now only served as a reminder of his deception. Arya appeared to him one last time, calm and composed, holding the dossier. "Everything you built is gone," she said softly. Damien fell to his knees emotionally. Arya didn't laugh. She didn't gloat, she simply walked away. Scene 6. Arya's empowerment. With Damien defeated, Arya felt an unfamiliar calm. There was no longer anger, no thirst for vengeance, only freedom. She met Mila later at their favorite cafe. "We did it." Mila smiled, and the best part, "You're stronger than ever." Arya realized that revenge had never been about hurting Damien physically. It was about reclaiming herself, her dignity, intelligence, and independence. She walked through the city streets that evening, the sunset casting golden light on her face. Every step was confident, deliberate. The girl who had been betrayed was now unstoppable. Scene 7. Final twist. Months later, Damien sent a message. "You win. I understand now." Arya didn't respond. Some lessons weren't meant to be acknowledged, they were meant to be felt. She smiled faintly, turning away from the past. The storm was over, but the calm after it had never felt so empowering. Thanks for watching.